Alright, we got the first tanks in there, and got the second tank. It's in there. Now I'm still got to put this pump in and get it plumbed up, get it over here to the ditch. It's gonna go way over yonder to the field lines, and got turn downs on there, filled up with water so it didn't float with all that rain we've been having. I might have settled a little bit in this mud, but can't put no water in this one because I got to get down inside the tank to mess with this pump. And then I got to tie into my electric conduit, and the control panel for this can go up on the hill here somewhere. Can't put the electric lines in with the tank, so we're gonna come up on the top side here, and then I'll just drop me a trench over here, and I just can get that hooked up. So that's where we are. It's dried up some. At least I'll be able to get up on the hill here without sliding off this time. Alright, burning daylight. Let's get her done. I got a measurement on how tall the standpipe's got to be. 43 at the bottom of the hole. I probably need a little bit less than that. Let's see, I can trim it. Put that 90 on there. Go ahead and cut it right there. Then I can shave it down when I get it in the hole, find out exactly. And I got right here. And it's gonna screw in there. Like I said, on cap lock down in the hole because gotta be open, and they didn't create a flat spot for it, so you get that glued together, and got to put a little 3/8 hole in here for the water to seep back out of it. If not, it'll get airlocked and your pump won't do anything if you can't get any water you'll get air get trapped in your impellers there. So anyway, I'll get that done. Alright, got all that fitted together. Go on the standpipe off that pump. That'll be glued once we get the right elevation and get it set in the tank. You take the pump out. We'll just unscrew our union here. Got our check valve so the water don't come back out of the leach field and squirt poo all over you. You take the pump out. You install the check valve, it's got an arrow on it. And you make sure that's going the right way, which it is. So left that. Let's go get this pump set in the tank, and then get our elevation for our pipe to come in. Trim her down and glue her up. Alright, well, here's the pump all hooked up. Now we've got to hook wires to it. Alright, let's get this pipe run up there to the leach field. Be done with it. Well, we had an old water spigot that was over here behind the machine. Anyways, it's got to go for the, being too close to the septic. Which is just going to be taken out of here eventually. But I'm digging it up so I can get to the line that used to go over there to it, plug it off. Found an old bottle. Thought that was pretty cool. It's got to be old, but maybe too old, screw top, but I don't know, all the time finding stuff like that. Hopefully I'll get lucky and find an arrowhead, but you never know. Yep, there's the water line. I just got to plug this one off here. I didn't think that was 1 inch. I'm pretty sure that's 3/4. And I'm going to have to run and go get something to plug that off. And throw the dirt back in the hole. And then I get back to running my pressure line up here to the leach field. And I go get some parts and get this capped off. There's a little part of a plow. Oh, I must have broke it. There's plenty of them around here. Never know what you're gonna find in the dirt in an old farm like this. Some more something. Huh? Their old tie rod in. I don't know what in the world they had that on. Shoot, we liable to dig old car up. We might find Jimmy Hoffa. Alright, I better get back to digging. Alright, got the trench dug for the pressure line coming from the tank. Oh, well, here. Alright, so we got the pump installed. This system uses 3 floats. This one's a stop float. And this one here is your on and off. And then this here's your high water alarm. And purpose here on this bottom one here, you don't want to run this pump dry, burn it up. So for some reason this one hangs and it stays on, the pump stays running, and this will drop down. So when your water level gets to right there, then it'll shut the pump off, even if this switch is stuck, keeping the pump on. This is like a backup, so you don't burn the pump up. So there's that. Got it all hooked up. Down here, got wires all tucked up where nothing gets hung in the floats. And the way this is corrugated, you have to put something underneath this pump so it don't block the flow, restrict the flow. And bottom of this pipe here, you got to drill an 1/8 hole, so you don't get airlock in your system. It goes up to a union, so we can remove the pump if we need to. And then we have a check valve, so if you ever take the pump out, you don't have a bunch of crap coming back on you, literally. So the only thing now, electrician's gonna come up here, and I suspect he'll run his conduit through here. Put these wires in that conduit. We're probably gonna have risers on here, and we'll just run it up there and to the control panel, and then the electric wire goes up around us back over to the house. So there's that part of it. I've started running my pipe up through the ditch up there to the leach field. I'll get them glued together, and we're almost ready. Alright, well, I think I found one. Yes, sir. It's broke, but we found one. It probably would have been 3 or 4 inches. I was wondering how come I hadn't found nothing, digging all this dirt. Better get back to it.